Being Entertainment here, I'm back with Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers talk. Now, as previously, I did 4, 2, and 1. I'm doing 5 now. All up, leading up to Halloween Kills. Can't wait to see it. So let's go ahead and get started with this. Alright. Same format as I had in my last video. Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. The name does not display on screen, even though it is used for trailers, TV spots, merch, and promotions. It is just called Halloween 5. Pick below. That is actually the intro of this movie. It does not say The Revenge of Michael Myers at all on it. I didn't know that until I had done this video. But anyway, Donald Pleasence and Daniel Harris both reprised their roles in this one. George did not return to play Mike, but instead was introduced to Don Shanks as Michael and Wendy Kaplan playing Tina. This is Don Shanks. This is Daniel Harris, of course. Donald Pleasence with Don Shanks as the shape. And Wendy Kaplan as Tina. Now, this movie grossed $11.6 million at the box office with a budget of $5 million, making it the poorest performing film in the series to date. But is it really the worst? We shall see. It picks up right where we left off from the last movie. The police shoot Mike down a mine shaft and proceed to blow him up with dynamite. But before it can blow, he crawls his way out into a small tunnel to a creek floating down the river. I thought that was a pretty cool scene. Mike then gets out of the creek to find a hermit trying to kill him, only to fall down from all the damage he just received and goes into a coma for a year. Jamie, now under a children's clinic for attacking her foster mom before in the last one, because she was introduced to the curse of Thorn when she touched Mike, now giving her a telepathic connection to Mike, she was rendered mute from all the trauma from nightmares and seizures. Loomis finds out and knows he's still alive, trying to use her to find him. Then Rachel and her friend Tina, who came out of nowhere, visit Jamie while Mike goes to Rachel's home and waits for her. Jamie tries to warn her, and this is Rachel and Tina, of course. But before she has time to help Michael already kills her. Waste of a character. A really waste of a character. I thought Rachel was dope as hell in the fourth movie. She got killed off easily in this fucking movie. I was upset, did not like it, so pretty much Tina took over the reins of Rachel being a guardian for Jamie. And it's kind of messed up, but I wish she would have lived longer, but sometimes it's necessary, so now, like I said, Tina become the Rachel type for Jamie. Also, on a side note, I did not know that the Man in Black was played by Don Shanks as well. And he played Michael Myers too, and this is the Man in Black. After Rachel dies, Tina arrives and does not find Rachel, so Mike eventually stalks Tina and Jamie. Seeing her in trouble is why Loomis tries to hunt him down. Jamie escapes the hospital, goes to try to find Tina because she's in danger. Mike finally chases Tina and she runs into Jamie and her friend Billy before Mike tries to run them over with Tina's boyfriend's car. Tina right here, Billy and Jamie, and Michael in the car that he chases them with. Alright. After they get chased for a little bit, Michael runs into a tree, as you can see in this picture right here. And after that, shortly Mike gets out on pursuit of the kids, only for Tina to sacrifice herself as of her, losing Rachel and Tina and everyone around her. Another waste of a character. You didn't introduce Wendy and kill off Rachel, like, why? Anyway, you might as well just kill them both in the beginning if you're gonna do this, you know. Anyway, Billy and Jamie escape only to run to the police and Dr. Loomis. Loomis sees Mike lurking in the trees. They ran out only to tell him to go home. If he wants the little girl, but that was just a setup to get Mike and finally let in him once and for all. He finally shows up just as a cop. Jamie and Loomis are in the house. Loomis comes face to face with Mike and tells him to stop. Tries to plead with him, only for Michael to slash Loomis in the gut and throw him through the stairs. And go up after Jamie and kills the cop. Jamie escapes throughout the house. Mike chases her and catches up to her and stops because she addresses him as uncle. With a single tear in his eye, she touches his face, sending him into a fit of rage, trying to get to her, only for her to escape, only to see Rachel's dead body. And finally, Loomis catches her and holds her, using her for bait. As he walks down, he drops a large chain on top of Mike, shooting him with a tranquilizer gun and beating him with a 2x4 until Loomis has a stroke and falls on top of Mike, which ends up getting Mike arrested, and Sheriff Meeker telling Jamie he will stay until he dies. She tells him no, he will never die. Then the Man in Black arrives, kills all the cops, including Meeker, and Jamie, hearing an explosion and gunfire, goes to see what's going on, and only to see Mike gone and his cell door blown open with Jamie crying out no for the end. Okay. That's your movie. Now I'm gonna read out some stuff that was interesting that I did not know. Now, Danielle Harris had explained she thought she was gonna come back in this movie as a new killer or be Mike's sidekick for her stabbing her foster mom. She thought that idea would have been fun. Don Shanks was cast and he didn't want to wear hockey pads because he felt as if his build was big enough after filming for 2 weeks. Donald gave up his trailer to Danielle as he had a much bigger trailer than her, and her mom was complaining, saying it was too small. That's awesome. I respect that a lot. He gave his up to her, unable to find the original Myers house. They went with a bigger mansion type house for this movie because they need a place with wide rooms, hallways, attic, a basement, and a laundry chute. The house looked great and spooky for the movie, so I was digging it. Donald Pleasance accidentally broke Don Shanks' nose with a 2x4 scene. I didn't know that either. Don also got injured when he drove into the tree. The car caught fire and the director forgot to yell cut with all the stunts going on as this was his first big project. The stunt coordinator, Don Hunt, had to tell him to yell cut. Wendy Kaplan also got injured as the car almost ran over on top of her. They did, however, have an original opening that is sort of a lost opening with the Dr. Death type character who initiates Mike into the Code of Thorn, but it got reshot instead with the Hermit scene back in April 2019. The film reels were discovered possibly containing the original opening. In August this year, it was reported that the thought lost Dr. Death alternate opening will be included as a part of Shout Factory's upcoming release of Halloween 5. Now, out of my 5 stars rating, The Mask. I don't know what they were trying to do with this mask because it kind of gives a witchy look vibe to it. So for that, I would say the fourth movie kind of had a better look because it was like the mode type for the original type of look. This one's like stretched out, pointy nose. Don't know what they were trying to accomplish with this, so I would have to give this at least a 2. Now the plot, I didn't really care for the plot that much, honestly, because you had Jamie kill her or stab her foster care mom in the last movie. Then you had her in a children's hospital afterwards. She was a mute and she's having trauma, seizures, and she's seeing visions that Michael's doing the killings of, etc., etc. And they kill off Rachel, one of the best characters in the movies that they had recently introduced, and just in a weird, stupid way they killed her. And I was like, really? And I just think it was stupid because also she fought in that last movie, and then this one she just gets killed. No fight. Of course, she got snuck up on too, but of course it was stupid because she was a really good final girl, I thought. But the plot on this also would have to be dog water for me because I don't like this whole Coat of Thorn crap. The making it where he's cursed and that's why he's killing and all that shit. So I'd have to also give the plot a 2. This possibly could be one of the worst Halloween movies out there. Possibly. I did like the movie. I'm not saying I didn't like it. I just thought it was kind of lackluster. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end where he gets broken out of the jail cell about the Man in Black. They introduced the Man in Black. I didn't like that because I thought that was kind of cheap. It's about Michael, not the Man in Black. It's not about the Thorn coat shit. That's where they fucked up, in my opinion. Like the 6th movie we're getting into next. All about that. And possibly could be worse than this, but we'll see how it goes. So, anyway, the actors. I did think that Michael, played by Don Shanks, did an amazing job. I thought he was a really good Michael Myers. So, for that, I'll give him a good star, Donald Pleasance, of course. Danielle Harris, of course. Ellie Cornell played an amazing job at the beginning of it. Of course, she got killed off. Kind of fucked me. Kind of made me mad because I thought she was awesome, like I said before. So with that being said, I'm going to have to give that one a little downgrade. Tina, played by Wendy Kaplan, surprised me. I did not expect her to be decent, but she really was in a way. So I thought she was pretty much top tier character, but they killed her off too. So that's 2 downgrades for me. You got 2 good characters that you kill off. Like, why? So I would have to give this a 3 on the actress part just because of those 2. Now the rate of the movie, of course. What Would I watch it again? Yeah, I've watched it plenty of times, you know. I did like how like Loomis fought back in this one and he like beat the crap out of him. That was a pretty cool scene to me. And I would have to give it at least a 4. I thought it was decent, you know. The only thing I did not care about was like I said, the deaths that they gave, and the freaking what was that part? Oh, the cops scene where they're walking out of the house and their weird clown music's playing in the background. I don't know why they did that. Anyway, onto the cover. Now, as the cover goes, the same goes for. Hey, girl. The same goes for Halloween 4. It says Michael lives, and this time they're ready. Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. You got Jamie with a knife going down. Thought that was pretty cool how they transitioned that to one image. And you got the Halloween mask. And you're gonna sit there and you're gonna tell me that this mask looks like this mask. It's like they copy and pasted. Like, what are you doing? This is not the original mask. That's not the mask that was in this movie. Put the mask that's in the movie on the cover. You're throwing people off. That's not a good thing. So with that being said, I'm gonna have to give it a 3. I did like the whole Jamie with the knife thing going down, the way that her costume matches with the knife. And that was pretty cool. But they threw everybody off with that mask, man, because you're gonna see that before you if you didn't see the movie or the trailer for it and you saw this cover, you're like, oh damn, they brought the mask back. So then you go on and you go in high expectations and you see that mask, you're like, what happened, you know? So it's the same as the Halloween 4. I don't know what I rated that, I forgot, but I thought this one. If I did rate this one a little lower than the last one, I think this cover's better. So I don't remember exactly. As a matter of fact, let me do something quick. I want to know what I rated it. I rated it cover 2. Oh, okay. So I did give it a better one. Okay. That's all I'm going to know. Scare element. It did have its moments. It was less scary than the last one, I thought. Because it was kind of being a goofy type scary, you know? I just thought it was a pretty cool action type scary. It wasn't really a scary element. So I had to give this one at least 2. And as always, I'm going to show you my clip that freaks me out the most, and it's this scene right here.
You have to fight it in the place where it's strongest.
Where he's walking in the woods and he sees them in there. It's just freaking me.
Where it all began. If you want to get rid of this rage, Michael, go home. Go home!
Classic scene, man. I thought that was really good. So, they did pretty good on that. So, that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this same concept here. It took me a lot of time to do this one as well. But if you like it, hit that like, subscribe. Go check my boy Bro and me out. Hit that like, subscribe on his channel. Go check my friend Gotti out. Like his channel. Subscribe to it, you know, all that shit. I'm gonna end it on that, I guess. I can get started on the 6th one because I got a week to get all these out for Halloween Kills. Cannot wait to see it. I hope you enjoy these movie talks. You know, learning new stuff like I'm learning new stuff. If you haven't already known stuff like that, you know. But like I said, the mask is not terrible. It's not the worst mask of all time. No, it's just they threw everybody off with the mask situation on the covers. That's what aggravates me. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end the video on that. Much love. I always tell you, remember that. You guys have a nice day.